How's everybody doing today? So here I am in Montesano, Washington, and I'm on the road to Aberdeen to visit Kurt Cobain's hometown. And this is a little town just about 10 miles away from Aberdeen. But Kurt Cobain lived here for 4 years. His parents got divorced when he was very young, and he lived here in this house right here for 4 years. And yeah, so I thought it'd be interesting to stop in. His school is around here somewhere. I'm going to show you his school that he attended too. But here's the house. He lived here with his father, Don. This was Kurt Cobain's other childhood home. Not a lot of people know about this, but this is it here. It's got a cool design, and I really like that chimney. There's probably a really cool fireplace inside. Little Kurt playing right here. Yeah, so this is halfway between Olympia and Aberdeen, Montesano. And there's the house behind me. Okay, let's go find his school. I gotta figure that out. I should have, well, I know the name of the school, so it's not gonna be too hard. But I didn't plan on stopping here. And then as I was driving close to it, I thought, oh yeah, I should do that. So I'm doing it. Okay, let's find the school. So I know that Kurt Cobain went to Beacon Elementary, and this is Beacon Elementary School. It looks a little modern. So I don't know if the school has been torn down and rebuilt, or if this is the actual building. That I can't find any information about, really. And no one's here, and it's weird. It's a school day. I came after the kids would be out, but it's absolutely deserted. There's one other car here and nobody's answering, so I can't get any information. But this would be where the school was, I would assume. It's Beacon Elementary. It says on the sign right over there behind me. But Kurt Cobain was on these grounds. And if that's the right building, and it's not a new building, that's where he attended school while he was here in Montesano. All right, time to hit Aberdeen, where the Kurt Cobain legend began, and where Nirvana first practiced. Let's go. So I've made it to Aberdeen, and I know that because there's a sign. The famous "Welcome to Aberdeen, come as you are," which is a very, very popular Nirvana song. It's very loud right here. This is a very, very busy road. I gotta go into town now and show you some cool stuff. I want you to see the sign though. This feels pretty cool to be here. I've been dreaming about coming here for years. And I finally made it. The logging capital of the world, Aberdeen. I did not know that. Here I am, the lumber capital of the world. Sorry. All right, let's go find some cool stuff. So there's a lot of stories about Kurt Cobain growing up in Aberdeen, and I have a lot of addresses in my notes section on my phone, on my laptop. Over 40 addresses of places in Aberdeen connected to Kurt. So I just decided to go to a couple of them. Obviously his house, the main ones, but I want to stop here and show you an interesting place having to do with Kurt and his myth and legend. This was the home of Dale Crover. Now, I don't know if the Crover family still owns it or lives there, but he was a drummer for the Melvins. And he was also, for a brief time, a drummer for Nirvana. But the story is that in that enclosed porchway, right there, that Kurt lived there in a refrigerator box. Right there. When Kurt was homeless, he lived inside there, right up those steps in that little enclosed part there. For all accounts and purposes, it's been said that it's not true. That he maybe crashed there one night, maybe two, in a drunken haze type of thing, as you crash at your friends' houses at that age. And maybe there was a refrigerator box at one point, one night, one of the nights, and maybe he crawled inside of it, either drunk or just was really tired and didn't have anywhere else to go. But he didn't stay here and sleep here all the time. It was maybe one night, maybe two nights. That's about it. How you doing? So that's about it. Dale has said this. Dale's mom has said this. That no, it's not true, that rumor that Kurt Cobain lived on their porch. He just crashed there one night or two. We've all done something like that, right? Have we? I think most of us have. But yeah, the drummer for the Melvins grew up there. That's pretty cool too. All right, go somewhere else to do with Kurt Cobain here in Aberdeen, which is a cool, funky little town. I'm enjoying it. And the sun has come out. Makes it a lot easier to film when the sun is out. So there it is. There's the house. This is Kurt Cobain's Aberdeen house. Now the house that I was at in Montesano, he lived from 78 to 82. But otherwise his younger years before that, and then his teenage years up until he was 20, I believe, was spent in this house. Right here. And there's still graffiti on the walls inside that he scrawled himself. Now I've heard that the house is still for sale. The people have tried to sell it. It's been valued at anywhere from 60 to 90,000, but they're asking for a lot more because of the history behind it, which makes sense to me. I would love to own this place. But yeah, this was Kurt Cobain's house, right here. Everybody's very friendly. People are slowly driving by. This is today the 25th anniversary of his death. Died on April 5th, 1994. Of course, they didn't find him until April 8th. So some people consider each one a different date. I think April 5th is the official date. So that's what I consider. And here we are together at Kurt Cobain's house. Wow. So in this little garage here, Kurt and Chris used to practice in this garage. Isn't that crazy? Right in there. Very cool. Very surreal to be here, to say the least. From the Muddy Banks of the Wishkah. Great album by Nirvana, great live album. Right down this street is where the bridge is. That he sings about is something in the way. We're gonna go there now. He would have walked down this street to get there. Right down there. Let's go. So I've actually decided to walk from Kurt's house. It's like 5 houses that way to the bridge and to the little memorial park that's here, dedicated to Kurt. I've looked up this place like on Street View and for years now, thinking, when am I ever gonna go there? When am I ever gonna go? And here I am. And you're with me, and we're gonna go under the bridge. Now, it said that he would sleep under the bridge all the time. Chris from Nirvana said that that's just part of the legend, part of the lore, and Kurt used to like to say that. But maybe he slept under there once, not a lot. So that's kind of part of the myth. I mean, who knows how many times he did, but it's said that it's just maybe once he slept under. But he used to come under all the time, and hang out. It was like his hangout. That's why they put this little memorial right here. And look right here, Kurt Cobain Landing. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna read this sign to you quickly now. It's very windy, I'm sorry. The name Wishkah is an adaptation of the Chilean Indian word Hawishkala, meaning stinking water. Standing upon the banks of the muddy Wishkah, home and inspiration to one of the world's greatest musical icons. Kurt Cobain, founder of the band Nirvana and originator of what is now known as grunge music, grew up just 2 blocks from this spot. Having spent much of his youth beneath this bridge, Kurt drew inspiration for his music from these surroundings. His song, Something in the Way, recalls his experience under the bridge, his bridge. Kurt immortalized this river. In turn, the river now immortalizes him. After his death, family and friends gathered here to spread a third of Kurt's ashes into the Wishkah. His spirit flows with the tide twice daily, changing forever the meaning of the old Indian name. 2 years after Kurt's death, Nirvana released their last album, From the Muddy Banks of the Wishkah. Today, fans flock here from around the world to pay their respects and honor their memory of our beloved hero. Welcome to Nirvana. I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I am not. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. The duty of youth is to challenge corruption. Drugs are bad for you. They will fuck you up. We play so hard that we can't tune our guitars fast enough. Holding my baby is the best drug in the world. My name is Kurt and I sing and play the guitar and I'm a walking, talking bacterial infection. Let's take a look under the bridge. Definitely surreal being here. And there are the muddy banks. So this is where Kurt would sit. This is where Kurt would chill. Right here. As you can see, a lot of graffiti, a lot of cool stuff here. I've been thinking about coming to this bridge for years. And I'm finally here. And I can't sit down because it's very muddy. I was planning on sitting and relaxing. But it's been really wet today, to say the least. Well, I could. I don't care. What do I give it? I wonder what exact spot Kurt sat in. Wow. Some flowers. left for Kurt. Lots of hate your enemies, save your friends, find your place, speak the truth. Hold you in my heart, Kurt. I'm not like them, but I can pretend. Thank you for understanding me. Thanks for everything, Kurt. Much love. From Virginia with love, Joey and Logan. Kurt, you're my vitamins. Love you. Nice. It's really quite pretty. Really, really pretty under there. So Kurt's ashes, a third of them, were spread here, right at the muddy banks of the Wishkah. All right, so my Aberdeen video is coming to an end. This has been quite an odyssey for me this week, doing all these Kurt Cobain videos. Listening to a lot of Nirvana, thinking about Kurt constantly. I haven't been able to sleep because I've been thinking about what I'm gonna film the next day, and then just thinking and thinking. The guy's been on my mind 24/7. And this experience is gonna stay with me for a long, long time, to say the least. This is something I'll never forget. Staying in his apartment, under the bridge, seeing his homes, being in the recording studio where he recorded. It's been incredible. One of my heroes, for sure, and one of your heroes, I know. Like I've said on other videos, there's bigger Nirvana fans than I, and I wish everybody could get this opportunity. So I'm doing this for everybody that can't get the opportunity and wants to come out here. This is it, the muddy banks of the Wishkah. All right, peace from underneath Kurt's bridge. Out. Oh, and I forgot, here on the other side, there's lyrics to Something in the Way. Underneath the bridge, the tarp has sprung a leak, and the animals it trapped have all become my pets. And I'm living off of grass and the drippings from the ceiling. It's okay to eat fish, because they don't have any feelings. Something in the way. There you go. Put that song on now. That's an order.
How you doing?